It is 1 in the morning, and your thumb is hovering over his name like it has a mind of its own. You have typed you up and deleted it 4 times already. And some little traitor voice in your head keeps whispering, maybe he changed. Put the phone down, my love. Sit. We have all been there at 2 a.m., so there is no judgment here, just a plan. Because tonight we are going to make sure you do not send that text, and by the end, you will not even want to. First, let us call a thing a thing. What you are feeling right now is real, but it is lying to you. When someone you love leaves, your brain does not file it as a breakup. It files it as withdrawal. Love, especially the messy kind, floods your brain with dopamine, the same chemical behind every addiction on Earth. A researcher named Helen Fisher put heartbroken people into a brain scanner, and the regions that lit up were the exact same ones that light up in a cocaine addict who cannot get their fix. So no, you are not weak, and you are not crazy. You are detoxing. That physical ache in your chest, that hollow, restless, cannot sit still feeling, that is not proof he was the one. Well, that is chemistry. Staging a protest. And here is the cruel little joke. At 2 in the morning, you do not actually miss him. You miss the hit. You miss the good morning texts and the way he laughed. The highlight reel. Your brain very conveniently deleted the part where you cried in your car, twice a week. Way number 1 to understand this madness. The ones who hurt you the most are the hardest to walk away from. By design. It is called intermittent reinforcement, and it is the exact trick that keeps people glued to a slot machine. Think about a slot machine for a second. If it never paid out, you would walk away in 30 seconds. It hooks you precisely because sometimes, randomly, it gives you just enough to keep you pulling that lever. He was not awful all the time. If he had been, you would have left on day 1. Easy. He was cruel, then sweet, then cold, then perfect, then gone. That random on, again, off again, is the single most addictive pattern known to psychology. What? You are not addicted to him, sweetheart. You are addicted to the maybe. And the maybe is exactly what you are about to feed with one little text. Which brings us to the 4 words I want tattooed on your heart. Better alone than badly accompanied. Being single is not the thing that made you lonely. You know what makes you lonely? Lying right next to someone who makes you feel invisible. You already survived that. You are not crawling back to it just because the silence got loud tonight. Here is what your 2 a.m. brain conveniently forgets. You were not happy with him. You were hopeful. And those 2 things feel identical until you finally get some distance. You do not miss him. You miss who you thought he could become, and you cannot build a life on a man's potential. There is a difference between loneliness and solitude, and nobody ever teaches us this. Loneliness is the ache of missing connection. Solitude is the peace of finally being on your own side. Right now it feels like loneliness. Give it a few weeks, and it slowly starts to feel like freedom. Way number 2. Let us actually play out what happens if you send it. Best case, he answers. You feel amazing for exactly 20 minutes, and then the whole wound rips right back open. You just reset the clock on all the healing you already did. Congratulations. Worst case, he leaves you on red, and now you get to feel rejected all over again, on demand. And let us be honest about what you are really hoping for. You do not want a conversation. You want proof that you still matter to him. But your worth was never his to hand back to you. He does not hold the receipt. Therapists actually have a name for reaching out like this. It is called protest behavior. It is your nervous system throwing a tantrum, trying to reconnect with the person it bonded to, even when that person was toxic. And every time you break no contact, you hand him the remote to your nervous system all over again. The urge is not a sign that you should call. It is a symptom that you are healing, and healing hurts. So here is your bonus. The emergency ritual for when the urge hits and your thumb starts twitching. I call it the 20-minute lockdown, and it works because an urge is a wave, not a fact. Every craving peaks and then crashes, usually within about 20 minutes, as long as you do not feed it. Step 1. Physically move the phone to another room. Not face down on the table. Another room entirely. Step 2. Write the text, the whole unhinged paragraph. Then send it to your best friend or to your own notes app. Never to him. Step 3. Set a timer for 20 minutes and do one boring physical thing. Shower. Walk. Scrub the sink like it owes you money. Step 4. Text the person on your instead of him list. Everybody needs one name saved that is not the ex. Step 5. Read the note you are going to write tonight, titled Why It Ended, in your own words, while it is still fresh and honest. And one hard rule: no drunk exceptions, no birthday exceptions, no I was just checking in exceptions. One text is never just one text. It is the first domino, and you already know exactly where the rest of them fall. Do the full 20 minutes, and I promise, the woman who wakes up tomorrow with her dignity intact is going to want to hug you. So here is the truth, and I want you to write it on your hand if you have to. You are not going back because you are weak. You already did the hardest part the day you left. That text will not bring back the man you miss. That man is a highlight reel your own brain edited to torture you. The real prize was never him picking up the phone. It is you, 1 month from now, not even wanting to call. The goal is not to never feel the urge again. The goal is to stop obeying it. You are not too much. You are just too much for him, and that, my love, is a him problem. Better alone and whole than accompanied and slowly disappearing. Now tell me in the comments, how many days of no contact are you on? Start the count today and let us cheer you on. And stay with me, because next time we get into how to tell if you are actually healed or just really good at distracting yourself. Take care of yourself tonight. I mean it. Phone down.